In 1985, Los Angeles would be terrorized by a series of brutal rapes and murders.
The panic that swept the county was enormous.
People didn't know if they were going to live to see the next morning.
Men, women, the elderly and children were all in the sadistic killer's sights.
Their final hours were at the hands of someone who was laughing as he tortured and raped and killed them.
A serial murderer who broke all the rules.
The suspect has used guns, knives, tire irons.
I knew how vicious and violent he really was.
The attacker, christened the Night Stalker, would go down as one of history's most heinous killers.
I think he is the worst. I think he would be #1 on the monster list there.
But who was the Night Stalker?
He was friendly and he was nice.
Charming is how I would describe him.
And was he born to kill?
Ted Bundy was one of America's most notorious serial killers. Over a 4-year period, he brutally murdered and mutilated 30 women.
He dressed like a clown to make children laugh. But behind the face paint was a man who tortured and murdered. He was John Wayne Gacy.
Had been found brutally murdered at the home of Miss Tate and her husband, film director Roman Polanski. Few human beings are ever remembered for leading unparalleled lives of perversion and evil. Having captured him in 1934, New York authorities were shocked to discover that the seemingly innocent elderly man was suspected of kidnapping and murdering numerous children in and around Manhattan. Little did anyone know that in the years to come, the Gray Man would haunt New Yorkers' lives and become a living embodiment of every parent's worst nightmare. Sadomasochist, child murderer, and cannibal. He was Albert Fish.
Что ты приехал сюда, блядь, пидорас?
Обнимай, братиков. Обними, поцелуй. Мужики, никакие ни одного выстрела не сделал. Клянусь,
да что ты пиздишь, блядь?
Я тоже не сделал. Мой автомат вот там валяется, я без автомата полз, я ночью... Сделал там.
The placenta is the organ that connects the fetus via the umbilical cord to the uterine wall of the mother. This is where the exchange between maternal and fetal blood takes place. The placenta provides the fetus with oxygen and nutrients and takes away waste such as carbon dioxide. Normally, it attaches at the top or side of the uterus. At birth, it is delivered after the baby, in the third stage of labor. Placenta previa, or sometimes referred to as low-lying placenta, is a pregnancy complication in which the placenta attaches to the lower end of the uterus.
So what we're going to do in this operation is prepare a fascial graft to help support the vault after we do the hysterectomy. We'll start right there and see how we can do. Okay, give me 3 lap sponges. Morris, please. Thankfully, it doesn't look like she's got a lot of abdominal adhesions. She's got just a few. Yeah, maybe just a little bit more. What is uterine cancer? Uterine or endometrial cancer is a cancer from the inside lining of the uterus. The inside lining is called endometrium. The endometrium is the source of bleeding during normal menstruation. When endometrial cancer develops, patients experience irregular or abnormal vaginal bleeding. Any bleeding in menopause requires a careful examination of the uterus by an expert, since it might indicate the presence of an endometrial cancer. There are several types of endometrial cancer. The most common type is called endometrioid carcinoma. It is typically related to hormones and in general has a good prognosis when treated correctly. Other less frequent types of endometrial cancer include clear cell and serous carcinoma of the endometrium. The uterus can also develop so-called sarcoma, which is another type of uterine cancer.